Welcome to this week's edition of Tahoe Sportsline. It's a special NFL edition for week 1 of the NFL sports season. We've got Bob and Greg in here. You guys are the handicappers over at Lakeside Inn Sportsbook. Good to see you.
Yeah, great to be back.
Good to be back. Football.
Bob, before we get started, we had some Facebook winners from last week.
Yeah, last week's baseball winners, Robert Skog, Parasail Tour, and Jeff Cassetta. Looks like he gets a free wave runner rental. This week we'll be doing 10 football games. It's facebook.com/Lake Tahoe Television. Don't forget to log on and get your picks in.
Hey, Craig, speaking of picks, yours, quite frankly, last year were just terrible.
Well, Pete, I did have a hamstring issue. Had a whole off season to rehab. I'm ready to go. So let's just start out. Patriots -6.5 going into Tennessee against the Titans. Tough loss in the Super Bowl last year for the Patriots. Belichick's got them ready to go. I think Brady's as healthy as he's been in some time, and I love the Patriots laying less than a touchdown.
All right, I'm going to go the opposite here. That was a tough loss for New England. They're in the Super Bowl. Titans, though, they improved a lot last year, just missing the playoffs. I look for them to make the playoffs this year. Getting 6.5 in game 1, why not take it at home?
Yeah, if any team can put a loss in perspective and move on and not, dwell on last year's performance, it would be New England and the atmosphere that Belichick has established in New England. I can't bet against the Patriots. I'm going to take the home dog on this one and lay the points.
Okay, 2 of the top teams in the NFC last year. Niners going into Lambeau. Packers exited the playoffs a little early. Niners almost made it to the Super Bowl. I think people are overvaluing how good the 49ers are. They are good, but the Packers at home opening week, I love them only laying 5.5.
Yeah, good points made there. Some big upgrades for the 49ers at the wide receiver spot, but this is as tough an opening game as anybody has opening week, and the 49ers, they've got a brutal opening schedule, so it's going to be tough to get a win in week 1. Got to take the Packers at home.
Yeah, no question. It's going to be a tough game for both teams. They are playing in Lambeau Field. But the Niners, I mean, come on, with the additions to, that wide receiving core, the core nucleus that they brought back, they lost one of their defensive starters, so they've got 10 returning, defensive starters from last year's team that only lost 2 games. I'll take the points and the Niners.
Okay, Monday night. We've got 2 games Monday night. We're talking about the Chargers going into the black hole in Oakland. Norv Turner, this is his last hurrah. I think he's got the troops ready to go. Phillip Rivers got some new targets. Ryan Matthews is banged up a little bit, but Chargers are a much better team. The Raiders are still the Raiders, only laying 1.5. Take the Chargers to the window.
Yeah, I agree. I think the pressure's off the Chargers this year with the addition of Peyton to Denver. That's all the talk in the AFC West. Raiders, big changes in the front office and with the coaching staff. Not so much on the football field. They're still going to be the Raiders when it comes to performing on the field. Play's got to be on San Diego.
Yeah, on this one, Bob, I got to vote against Craig. His record last year was terrible. Every time I bet him, he was bringing beer every single week.
That means you're betting against me, too?
Yeah, this time, yes. Broken clock's right once a day. Twice a day, actually. Raiders playing at home, though. Carson Palmer, second year in the same system. Last year was kind of brutal coming in halfway through the season. I'll take the home team on the Raiders on this one.
All right, good luck with that pick, Pete.
All right, we've got a Facebook contest. It's free to enter, some great prizes. Make sure you log on and bet against these guys, the experts. That'll do it for this week's edition of the Tahoe Sportsline. Stay tuned, and we'll see you next week.